Here we go. Hey everybody, I'm Emily. Though I think those of you who are gonna watch this know who I am, but the director of children's ministry at Point Washington United Methodist Church, and we're just gonna have a little chat about a dude named Joshua in the Old Testament, because we can't meet at PoWash today, and that's a big bummer. But we're gonna do the best we can. I'm gonna read out of this, but it's the New Revised Standard Version. I just think it's an easy to read translation, but it still is true to the original text as best as it can be. So I'm just gonna jump right in, and I'll post this or something, link it, I don't know. We're gonna figure this out together. It's all gonna be good. Joshua and the Israelites had defeated this one army, and they were kind of a big army, and it really freaked out this one particular king, and he was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So he writes to 4 other kings in the region, verse 4, come up and help me, and let us attack them. So the 5 armies come together with Joshua and his people, and God says this to Joshua. The Lord said, do not fear them, for I have handed them over to you. Not one of them will stand before you. God tells Joshua, don't be afraid of them. I've already won this for you. And this is where it gets really cool, because God does several things to win this battle for them. Verse 10, it says, the Lord threw them into a panic. So God he made them all confused, and they got freaked out, and they weren't very effective because they were panicky. And then, as they were running away, this is what it says, the Lord threw down huge stones from heaven. Now, that was probably hail. I don't know. I haven't been in Florida long enough to know. But in Texas, we got some crazy hailstorms. Thunder, lightning, hail, which was like frozen water, kind of. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But that's kind of what God did. God confused them. Then God made it hail like crazy. And then this is a really, really neat part of the story. It's all neat, but this one particular part. Joshua is praying to God, and Joshua says, sun, stand still, and the moon in the valley. So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, until the nation took vengeance on their enemies. The sun stopped in mid-heaven, and did not hurry to set for a whole day. There has been no day like it before or since, when the Lord heeded a human voice, for the Lord fought for Israel. So God literally made time stop, for just briefly, but just enough so that they could have a little bit more time to defeat these enemies that had come to attack them. And that's just crazy town to me, to think that God made the sun stop, because the sun rises and then it sets and then it just does. So here's the takeaway, besides just God did some really cool stuff. God defended this army. God stood up for them. God made a way for them. So we can do that for other people. Because we are made in the image of God, we are able to take attributes of God and do them ourselves. Maybe we can't make the sun stand still, or make it hail, or make people confused. We might could do that. But the point is, we can defend people. We can be nice to people who aren't, maybe they don't have a lot of friends. I don't know. But this week, or month, or whatever, whenever it comes to your mind, think about ways that you can be a defender for somebody else. One final thought. The Lord is compassionate and merciful, slow to get angry, and filled with unfailing love. Psalm 103, verse 8. And may we be as the Lord is.